It's 11 at night, you're scrolling back through a text someone sent you 8 months ago. You know it word for word, you're reading it again anyway. You've probably been told your love language is words of affirmation. Here's what that actually means. You don't want compliments, you want proof. Because everyone likes compliments. That's not a love language, that's a nervous system with a pulse. This is a different thing. Watch, they say, you know I love you. And something in you drops, because that's a receipt. That's them telling you the transaction already happened and you should have it on file. But you don't have it on file. That's the whole problem. So you go back to the text. The good one, the paragraph. You're not being nostalgic, so you're refilling. That text is a battery and you're plugging into it because nothing new has come in. And then someone gives you a compliment out of nowhere and you deflect it instantly. You make a joke, you change the subject, and then you think about it for a week. That last one shouldn't happen. Someone who needs words this badly should be good at taking them. You're terrible at it. Hold on to that. It's the part that explains everything else. Because here's what's actually going on. You don't feel loved by default. You feel loved when someone says it, and then it decays. And when it decays far enough, you need a new dose. Words aren't your preference. They're your evidence. You're not collecting praise. You're rechecking a fact you can't hold on your own. So where does a person learn that love is real, but invisible unless it's spoken? Usually one of two houses. The first, love was there, genuinely there, nobody ever said it. You were fed, driven to things, shown up for, and never once told. So you knew technically that you were loved. You had evidence, but you never got to feel it because nobody narrated it out loud, and a kid can't hold a fact that nobody confirms. The second, love was said, but only after something. You brought the grade home. You were good. And then the words came. So you learned words are the currency. You just have to earn them first. Either way, same wiring. Love exists, but it isn't visible unless someone makes it visible. And for most people, silence is just silence. For you, silence is ambiguity. And your nervous system learned early that ambiguity is where the danger is. The quiet isn't restful. The quiet is a question nobody's answering, which brings us back to the compliment you couldn't take. If words had a price growing up, you earned them. So when one arrives free, unprompted, unearned, it doesn't compute. And taking it in front of someone means admitting how much you needed it. So you take it away and open it alone, later, where nobody can see. You're not bad at receiving words, you're bad at being caught needing them, and that's what this is protecting you from. Having to decide by yourself whether you're loved. You've outsourced the verdict to the one person who can't give it neutrally, because they're in it. Here's what it costs. Eventually, your partner starts to feel tested, like there's a quiz they never studied for, and they're failing it in ways they can't identify. So they reassure you on schedule, it becomes a chore, and the second it becomes a chore, the words go flat, and you can tell. Of course you can tell, you're an expert, so the exact thing you need gets ruined by the needing, and while you're waiting for the sentence, they filled your car, they remembered the name of your coworker you hate, they stayed. Love has been arriving in your house every day in a language you never learned to read. So what do you do with that? Not stop needing words. You can't talk yourself out of your own wiring by deciding to. Notice the difference between wanting to hear it and needing to hear it to be okay. Those feel identical from the inside. They're not. One is pleasure, the other is repair. When a compliment lands and it's nice, that's wanting. When it lands and something in your chest unclenches, that's repair. And a wound that needs dressing every day isn't healing. So next time you feel yourself reach, ask a different question. Not, do they still love me? Ask, what proof do I already have? You're not trying to stop needing proof. You're trying to widen what counts as proof. Wanting to hear it isn't weakness. It's a person who learned very young that love had to be said out loud or it wasn't safe to believe in. That's not broken. That's a kid who figured out how to get what they needed with the tools that were in the room. You're just allowed to pick up some new ones now. If you've noticed this pattern in yourself, you're not the only one. This channel breaks down the psychology behind why we love, attach, and ask for reassurance the way we do. New videos every week. Subscribe for more on the psychology of relationships and attachment.